You know those days when life throws you a curveball while you're just trying to handle your basic responsibilities? Well, welcome to my Tuesday. I'm Marcus Thompson, a 34-year-old marketing consultant living in a quiet townhouse in Willow Creek. I've called this place home for 3 years, enjoying the suburban calm. The neighborhood isn't very diverse. I'm one of a handful of black residents, but I've had no major issues with neighbors until Linda Carter moved in next door 6 months ago. It started small. Linda, a retired office administrator in her 60s with too much time on her hands, would peer through her blinds when I hosted barbecues. She'd grumble about my jazz music on Saturday afternoons, despite it being at a reasonable volume. I brushed it off as typical neighbor quirks and kept my distance. That worked until last Tuesday, when a throbbing headache sent me home early from work, craving silence and rest. As I passed my utility room, I froze. My washing machine was running. I live alone, and I hadn't started any laundry that morning. I was down to my last clean shirt and planned to wash clothes later. Confused, I crept toward the door, half expecting a burglar with a bizarre laundry fetish. Instead, I found Linda Carter, decked out in a neon pink tracksuit, folding her towels on my dryer while another load churned in my machine. A basket of her clothes sat on the floor. For a moment, I stood dumbfounded. Linda, oblivious to my presence, hummed as if she owned the place. My headache pounded harder. "Excuse me," I said, my voice steady despite the surreal scene. "What are you doing in my house?" Linda jumped, clutching a towel, then glared at me like I was the intruder. "Oh, you're home early," she said, as if we'd planned this. "I'm just finishing up." Her casual audacity floored me. "Linda, how did you get in here? And why are you using my washing machine?" She waved me off. "The maintenance guy gave me a key months ago. My machine broke, and he said you're usually at work. I've been careful not to mess anything up." She smiled, expecting gratitude for her consideration, while trespassing. The thought of her sneaking into my home for weeks sent a chill down my spine. "That's not how this works," I said, my voice tightening. "You can't enter someone's home without permission. That's breaking." Linda's face hardened. "I didn't break anything. I've been doing this for weeks, and you never noticed. Why make a fuss now?" Weeks. My private sanctuary, violated repeatedly. I felt exposed, betrayed. "Take your things and leave," I said firmly. "Now. And I need that key." That's when Linda's entitlement erupted. She clutched her laundry basket, pointing at the machine. "I'm not done. I have 30 minutes left, and I need to dry these." I massaged my temples, my headache screaming. "Linda, you broke into my house. This isn't a laundromat. It's my home." She scoffed. "I have a key. The maintenance guy said it was fine." "A key you shouldn't have," I shot back. "No one authorized you to be here." Her eyes narrowed, and I saw it, the shift. She stopped seeing me as Marcus, her neighbor, and started seeing me through a lens of prejudice. "I don't like your tone," she said coldly. "You're making me feel threatened." The implication was clear. As a black man, my reasonable objection made me the aggressor. The irony was infuriating. "I'm not threatening you," I said, forcing calm. "I'm asking you to leave my home, which you entered illegally." She didn't budge. Instead, she pulled out her phone. "I don't feel safe. I need to call someone." My jaw dropped. "Are you serious? You broke into my house, and you're calling the police on me?" She raised her voice. "You're being aggressive. I have a right to protect myself." Years of navigating situations like this kicked in. I stepped back, giving her space. "I'm standing by the door. I'm not coming closer. But you are trespassing. If anyone should call the police, it's me." Linda smirked. "Go ahead. The maintenance guy will back me up." Her delusion stunned me. Did she think a maintenance worker's word trumped my property rights? She dialed 911, putting it on speaker. "A man is threatening me," she cried, her voice trembling theatrically. I'm scared he might hurt me. My blood ran cold. This wasn't just entitlement, it was dangerous. I'm trapped in a laundry room, and he's blocking the door. She lied. I think he might have a weapon. My heart raced. I knew how these situations could end for someone like me. This is Marcus Thompson, I said loudly for the dispatcher. This woman is in my home at 247 Willow Lane, Unit 18, without permission. I am not threatening her. I've asked her to leave. Linda shouted. He's lying. This is my laundry room, and he came in yelling. The dispatcher, sensing the conflict, said, Officers are on their way. Stay calm and separate if possible. I'll wait in my living room, I said. Linda can leave any time, the door's right there. She protested. Don't leave me alone with him. Her smug look as the call ended made my stomach churn. She knew what she was doing, flipping the narrative to paint me as the threat. I called my brother James, an attorney. Jay, I need you, I said, explaining the situation. He went into lawyer mode. Record everything. Don't touch her stuff. I'm on my way. As I started recording audio, Linda's voice drifted from the utility room, spinning her tale to someone on the phone. He came at me, so aggressive. I texted our complex manager, Sarah, about the unauthorized key. Her reply was swift. No one authorized that. I'm coming over. Sirens approached. Linda emerged, her face a mask of victimhood. They're here, she said. Now we'll see who's telling the truth. 2 officers knocked, Officer Daniels, a stern white man, and Officer Lopez, a younger Latina. I'm Marcus Thompson, I said, hands visible. This is my home. Linda entered without permission. Before I could continue, Linda pushed forward. Officers, thank God! He threatened me, tried to steal my clothes, and pushed me. She rubbed her arm dramatically. I bruise easily at my age. I clenched my jaw. That's false. I never touched her. She's using my washing machine without permission. Officer Lopez asked for proof of residence. I handed over my ID and offered the bills and the deed. The property manager is coming to confirm that Linda had no right to be here. I've recorded audio, and my brother, an attorney, is on his way. Linda snapped. You can't record me. Officer Lopez corrected her. Single-party consent is legal here. Sarah arrived, furious. I'm Sarah Miller, property manager. Marcus owns this unit. No key was authorized. Linda claimed a maintenance worker, Miguel, gave it to her. Sarah's eyes narrowed. Miguel was fired 3 months ago. He had no access to keys then. The officers exchanged glances as Linda stammered. I played my recording, capturing her 911 lies and her embellished phone call. Her righteous facade crumbled. I thought this was a community laundry room, she insisted. Officer Daniels wasn't buying it. This is a private home, ma'am. Kitchen photos, clearly not communal. James arrived, suited up and authoritative. My brother wants to press charges for breaking, false reporting, and false accusations. We'll also seek a restraining order. Linda paled. This is a misunderstanding. I shook my head. No, Linda. You entered my home repeatedly and tried to criminalize me when caught. You put my life at risk. Officer Lopez turned to Linda. Based on the evidence, you knowingly made false statements. That's serious. As they escorted her to the police car, my tension eased. James clapped my shoulder. You handled this perfectly, calm, evidence backup. Sarah promised new locks and a key protocol review. The HOA later warned Linda her actions could force a sale of her unit. The aftermath was chaotic. Neighbors shared stories of Linda's entitlement, borrowing tools, using patios uninvited. She targeted me, the only black resident, most blatantly. Linda faced charges and pleaded not guilty, but at her arraignment I spoke. Her false accusations weaponized stereotypes against me as a black man, gambling with my safety. This wasn't about laundry, it was about respect. Linda took a plea, probation, 200 hours of community service with racial justice groups, diversity training, and a 5-year no-contact order. She sold her townhouse and moved to Florida. Willow Creek changed. We held a Good Neighbor Day, installed cameras, and elected a new HOA president. I chaired a safety committee, transforming from the quiet guy to a community leader. Months later, Linda requested a meeting. At James's office, she apologized, citing her training. I didn't see how my actions endangered you. I'm continuing to learn, from my granddaughter's boyfriend, a black man. I nodded. Growth isn't easy. I hope you succeed. It wasn't forgiveness, but acknowledgement of possible change. My washing machine, the saga's spark, stayed. Each load reminded me of my composure and the community's evolution. From a Tuesday headache to a stronger, inclusive Willow Creek, life spun the ordinary into the extraordinary. What do you think? Was Linda's entitlement a one-off or a deeper issue? How would you handle a neighbor crossing boundaries? Share your thoughts below. We'd love to hear your take on trust and respect in relationships.